On here and went through Yahoo Finance's Twitter feed and saw this post with Kevin O'Leary kind of giving his input on the crypto space of BTC, and I wanted to share it with you.
So, Kevin, we know the new year brings a lot of headwinds, but there are also lots of opportunities. So, what is the biggest opportunity for investors as you see it in the new year?
Well, the one that I really found interesting over the last 24 months has been crypto and blockchain technologies and tokens and NFTs. You have to make a binary decision about this stuff. And this is very difficult for many institutions. I talk to them every day because I'm in the indexing business, and many of them have not even started their journey into cryptocurrencies. But the reason you should think about it is this. This is how I wrap my head around it, and I think it helps investors to think this way. If you invest in Microsoft and Google and Amazon and so many of these other platforms, what is the core you're investing in? It's basically software. Google software. Well, Bitcoin is not a coin, it's actually software. The blockchain is software. Ethereum is software. HBAR is software. Polygon is software. So the real decision is if you're willing to invest in software because it's a productivity tool as an equity, such as Google, why wouldn't you invest in software such as Ethereum? Because it provides a service, particularly in payment systems, that is being used globally. And that's sort of my investment thesis. And then the question is which coins, which tokens, which blockchains? And for that, I apply the same rules of diversification I apply to my stocks and bonds. No more than 5% in any one position, no more than 20% in the whole sector. So I'm not anywhere near 20% in crypto. I've just gone over 10.7 in our operating company, but I have a plethora of positions. And I'm going to make this decision there that this is even more volatile than technology equities. And it certainly is. Bitcoin's having one of its worst starts ever. But you have to get used to it, just like you had to get used to Amazon, where it would have these 30 to 50% corrections. Same thing with Bitcoin.
It's great to see Kevin O'Leary come a long way, because I remember not too long ago he was talking about Bitcoin and the crypto space, and he had so many reservations against it and wouldn't dabble into it. Who knows if he actually was holding any at the time or not, but now he has high conviction on the space, and obviously he said he's put up to 10.7% of his net worth, which is astronomical in my eyes, into the space, which says a lot. It kind of reassures us smaller investors that, hey, this space is here to stay. If you got someone like Kevin O'Leary and other so-called whales or large investors out there like him that are investing into the space in every aspect of it. I wanted to show this because he was given the comparison to his portfolio before he was actually in the crypto space, and he was talking about how he invested in projects like, or companies like Amazon, and how it fluctuated with 30-40% crashes over the the stretch of time that he's had it. It just didn't matter. He just kept accumulating, kept hodling, knowing that the technology and what they were doing, the use case that they were solving, was going to be powerful enough to have staying power. And that's how he's comparing it to the crypto space. In particular, he's big in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stuff. And I'm not quite sure what else he's fully in. I'm sure he's probably in a lot of different L1s. But the grand scheme of things that he was saying was, when it comes to this space, obviously you have to have your own personal investment plan. He has his own investment plan. Oh, I just peeped his eyes here. He has his own investment strategy. So obviously he said no more than 20%, no more than 5% in any one particular asset. And then he just evaluates its utility and its use case and its ability to solve a problem. So if he has high conviction on a particular crypto or digital asset, he's going to follow his investing protocols and dive into that particular asset. And I totally agree with that. My strategy isn't the same as his. Obviously we have different different portfolio sizes to invest, but the key behind it is obviously everything, nothing I say obviously on this channel is ever financial advice, just my own opinion and testimony on the space. But it's like, have an investment strategy when it comes to the crypto space, because I truly believe, and I have high conviction that obviously the crypto space is here to stay, but I truly believe that this is our time to invest into such an infant space, asset space, that can truly change the course of our lives financially for our families. Okay. And that means everything to me. I want my family and my kids to have anything and everything that they need in life. I don't want them to ever experience the struggle, hurt, and pain that I've dealt with, growing up. And I wouldn't say, I don't like to say poverty, but, whenever growing up on welfare, growing up in the struggle and in the atmosphere that I was in the crypto space. Not only, the crypto space, obviously my wife and I, have great careers, educated, all that stuff, but like the crypto space is going to allow us to put the small capital we have within the space. For instance, one of my largest holdings is, XRP, Ethereum, and a few others. So it's like it allows us to put a little bit of money into there. That way, as the space grows and gets out of this infant stage and truly starts compounding and multiplying on itself, over the next course of, decades, especially with guys like Kevin O'Leary and large investors like him, having high conviction in the space as well, it's only going to help compound, the gain we have in our portfolio as an individual retail investor as myself, which can change the course of my family's life. And that's everything. I just wanted to come on here and just show this. I just thought it was cool. I don't know if you guys have been keeping tabs on Kevin O'Leary, but like I said, he had reservations against Bitcoin in the crypto space for some time, and who knows if he had some or not at the time. But now he's has over 10.7 of his net worth in it, which is massive, and he has his own investment strategy. So do your best to educate yourself on the crypto space, all these different, assets out there. There's thousands and thousands of different assets and projects that do a lot of different things. Go in, do your research, be very diligent about it. Only invest in what you're, when you're willing to lose. Obviously, all the whole nine that everybody says, and just protect yourself. Follow your strategy, stick to your strategy. I can tell you right now, from 2017 when I first invested in Ethereum and XRP and been accumulating this entire time, holding this entire time, I've learned a lot on the way. Okay, I've actually, put a small portion of capital into a lot of riskier plays, which I ended up getting, bitten in the foot and lost a lot of money. I've experienced a rug pull. I've experienced, a project just completely going dead because they lost the funding through the bear market. They didn't survive the bear market. Yeah, I was that, retail investor that's, accumulated and bought the top, watched it all the way go to the bottom, rolled the entire bear market, holding strong and continually accumulating and investing and educating myself on the space. Long story short is do what you got to do your due diligence, protect yourself, and know that, I truly believe it. The crypto asset is here to stay, and it truly can change the course of not only your family's life, not only my family's lives, but the entire world and how we operate in this world. With all that being said, stay strong out there and be safe.